Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Danny. I will be leading you through a total body mobility and strength workout. So just a quick rundown on how today is going to go. We'll go with a few active stretches just to get your body awake and ready to move. We'll go through a warm-up circuit, and then we'll go through 2 mobility and strength circuits. I'll be demonstrating some things with a weight. You don't have to use it, but if you have a weight, feel free. All right, let's go. Alright, so we're just going to get started with a few light movements. We'll start with some neck circles. We'll go 3 reps to each direction. And take it around the other way. It's alright if you're getting some crunchies in the back of the neck, that's totally fine. As long as you're not feeling any pain, you should be good. There you go, and that was 3. We'll do 3 shoulder rolls going back. So bring the shoulders up to your ears, pull them down and back. Here's 1. 3, let's go forward. There we go. We're going to go into some side bend, so we'll reach side bend. 1 and 1. Going for 3 to each side. There you go. Next we'll go into some standing spinal waves, so I'll tuck the chin to your chest. Think about pulling yourself down to the floor. Really reach into that stretch and try and curl up 1 vertebrae at a time. Squeeze the glutes to tuck the pelvis underneath you. And stand up nice and tall. We'll do 2 more. Alright, those are our active stretches. Next we'll get into our warm-up series. Let's go left leg out in front. You're going to reach down, big hamstring stretch, and bring it up. Arms coming up and circling around, getting some movement into the shoulders, and we'll keep going. We'll do 5 reps on each side. Here's 5, get nice and long. There we go. Switch sides, right leg. Got most of your weight on the front foot. Coming down, reach into the stretch. Here's 3. Really focus on staying intentional and creating a stretch and activation rather than just passively flowing through these movements. Let's go 1 more. Big reach all the way up, get nice and tall. Awesome. Alright, next we're going to do some step back lunges. So we'll step back with the right foot first. Step back and sit back into the lunge and spring forward, switch sides, sit back into your hips. We got 4 more each side. Really think about pulling yourself down to the floor and then pushing off explosively off that back foot. We always want to make sure our spine stays nice and long. We don't want to round out here. Staying tall. Last one right here. Good. All right, last exercise for the warm-up series. We're gonna do an inchworm to opposite ankle tap. So you're gonna reach down for the floor. Try and keep your legs straight as long as you can. It's all right if you need to bend them. Walk out, then you'll push back, reach for ankle, and the other side, and walk it right back up. Stand up nice and tall between each rep. We got 4 more. That was our first set. We'll run through that one more time and then we'll get into our work. Alright, we should be feeling nice and warm by now, ready to move. We're going to go through 2 circuits today. Each circuit will be 3 exercises. We'll go through each exercise with minimal rest between, and then we'll rest about 45 to 60 seconds between each set. I'm going to do 5 sets today, but feel free to do as little or as much as you want. Really try and go at your own pace. I can't stress how important it is to know your limits and what your body can do. And you can kind of test it out by trying things out and see if it feels right for you. If it feels sketchy, it probably is sketchy and maybe you need to scale it back a bit. And that's okay. You can always come back to this workout and try it again and see how you progress over time. All right, I'll stop talking now, so let's get into the work. All right, we'll get started. You're gonna step back to a lunge, bring the knee down, open up to the side, so we're in a squat, back to lunge together, and we'll switch sides. So there's one, we're doing 6 on each side. Really think about pulling yourself to the ground and then opening up, spiraling those knees outward. Here's 2. Stay long through the spine. Don't let your chest cave forward. Make sure we're keeping our rib cage pulled down and not letting them flare open. 3. There's 5, we got 1 more. All right. Next, we'll come down to the floor. We'll hold a plank. You'll step forward with 1 foot. Take the hand that's closest to your foot. Draw a big circle coming back. Bring it back. Step back, other side. We got 6 on each side. I want you to think about reaching as far as you can, all the way through your fingertips. That back leg should be nice and strong. We don't want any slack in there. We got a long back line from the back of our head down to our heel. Here's 3. Last 1. Also, really make sure you're pushing strong through this ground hand as you open up your chest. You don't want to collapse into your shoulders at all. There we go. Last one, we'll come back down to the floor. Go ahead and flip to your back. We're going to do a bridge march. So from here, bridge your hips up. Make sure you're keeping your rib cage closed. And we're going to lift 1 leg. Try and keep your hips as level as you can. Go slow. You should feel your glutes and hamstrings firing up to stabilize you. Here's 2. Almost there. Here we go, last ones. And down. All right. That was our first set. We'll go ahead and run through that for as many as you're gonna do today. I have 4 more. I'll demonstrate 1 more time through this, and then if you wanna go back and do more, you can always rewind, okay? Let's get it. Okay, so you made it through circuit 1. Let's move on. Let's hit circuit 2. I'm hitting 5 rounds. Do as little or as much as you want to. We got 3 exercises, 6 reps, resting minimally between exercises, and then about 40 to 60 seconds between sets. Now go at your own pace. If you need more than 60 seconds to rest and recover for the next set, go for it. If you need less, go for it. Listen to your body and go at your own pace, because this is your workout, okay? I'm going to film 2 sets. I'm going to talk you through the first one, and then the second one, I'll shut up and you can get to it. But here we go. All right, for our first set, we're gonna get nice and tall, get our feet grounded to the floor. We'll transfer our weight over to one leg, and we'll do a single leg hinge, reaching down to the floor, keeping that spine long. And then we'll stand up, bring this opposite leg through to a high knee. That was 1, we got 6. Keep it slow and controlled. Focus on moving about the hip joint, okay? Woo. Got 2 more. We got a long spine. Make sure we're not rounding at the upper back. We're keeping tension through the core. Let's go 1 more. It's okay if you need the balance check. I've already done a few. There we go. We'll switch sides. 6 on the other leg. Go ahead and shake that leg out. All right, here we go. Other side. Really focus on trying to keep your hips and shoulders squared up to the floor as you come down. We don't want to open up that much. Whew. This is my bad side, so this is very difficult for me. Let's go 2 more. Last one, long spine, let's get it. Nice. All right, we'll bring it down to the floor. We got push-ups. We're gonna open up. So we're here. You can do these from your knees if you need to. Lower the chest, push, reach to the ceiling, back down, other side. We got 6 to each side, so that's 12 push-ups total. Almost there. Make sure you're keeping your core engaged, squeezing those glutes. Nice. To modify that one, you can also come up off an incline, off a table, counter, whatever you have. Next, we'll move down to the floor. Arms out in front. We're going to do Superman, but we're going to add a lat pull. So go ahead and watch me. Lift. Pull your elbows to your sides. Reach out far in front and down. Here's 2. We got 6. Last one. All right, guys, that was our first set of circuit 2. Take a break. We'll run through it again. Let's go. All right, guys, we made it through the hard work today. It's time to cool down and decompress. We're gonna start down on the floor. We'll bring it down to all fours, and then we'll rock our hips back toward our heels. Walk your hands out in front of you. Drop your chest and armpits toward the floor, and just take a few deep breaths right here. Go ahead and sit up. We'll come up into a half kneeling position. We got our left leg out in front. Sit up nice and tall. Your feet are pressing into the floor. Squeeze your glutes to tuck your tailbone underneath you. You should be getting a nice stretch down the front of that down leg. Go ahead and take your right arm, hook it over your left leg, and open your chest up to the side wall. Take a few big breaths right here. Let's switch side, left leg back, right leg out. Same thing, feet pushing into the floor. Tuck that tailbone underneath you to get a good stretch down the front of the down leg. Left arm hooks across the right leg and open up your body to the side wall. Go ahead and take a seat. Legs out nice and long in front of you. Go ahead and take your right leg and hook it across your left. You're gonna sit up as tall as you can. Go ahead and give your knee a big hug. Pull it in towards your chest. Sit up tall. You should be getting a big stretch right here in that right hip. And we'll hold this for a few breaths. Go ahead and unhook your right leg. Same thing with the left side. Hook it over your knee. Sit up tall. Give that leg a hug. And here for a few breaths. Both legs out in front. Take a big breath and reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward, reach for your toes. Get your spine nice and long. Try and get your belly button down toward your thighs. And just hold it here for a few breaths. And we'll finish with just a minute of breathing. Go ahead and lay down on your back. Place one hand over your chest, one hand over your belly. You can keep your knees bent like me, or you can straighten your legs out, whichever's more comfortable for you. And we'll take 10 big deep breaths. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thank yourself for putting in all this hard work today. It really does make a difference. You know, you can always come back to this workout and see how you feel down the road as you progress through your strength and mobility training. I enjoyed having you here. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, leave me some love down in the comments. I really want to hear some feedback from y'all. If there's anything specific y'all would like to see or like to work on, or a piece of equipment y'all would like to incorporate, just let me know and I'll do my best to accommodate to y'all. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Y'all have a great day. Later.